What's up, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Shack, hosted by Jay Kerr and myself, Buddy Burnz. Right now, we're going to get into something we like to call, what are we going to call it? NHL Eastern
Conference preview, no?
Eastern Conference preview. Let's get to it.
This is for we got to talk about it. We got to have a base case when we're betting. We got to know what teams are better than a lot of you guys out there. I'm following hockey a lot more this year because I'm in fantasy. So, I had to know a lot of the players, so I know where the players are. But, when you're betting it, and we're all going to be betting NHL, I think for, us, it's probably one of the most bet sports that we'll be doing. And a lot of us only do it for, a month or two because we get smashed and we disappear, right? So, we know that you guys are going to be betting it. We're going to break down the Eastern Conference. Guys get to know, what kind of team's going to do what. And here we go. So why don't we start at the top? Why don't we start with the Atlantic Division, and we'll talk about the Pennsylvania Twins, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
Well, Sid the Kid, right?
I'm going to go on the assumption that he's going to be playing.
Yeah, he's not going to start the season.
I'm going to go on the assumption that he's going to start.
Why? Because you picked him in your...
No,
in your
I don't have him in my fantasy.
I know. I'm just asking.
No, but I think he's going to be playing.
Well, I see Malkin's...
ripping it.
Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah.
He's ripping it. And
they have a healthy stall.
They have a healthy stall. Look, that team's still, really, really good. And, they got...
Fleury's gonna play amazing this year, right?
They got two good scoring lines. They got, Chris Letang is one of the best.
I was gonna mention him too, Letang.
Defenseman in the league.
That guy does everything. He's a little fucking ball of fire.
Yeah, he's basically like the new Mike Green. You know what I mean? He's good in his own hands.
For a little fucker,
he's small.
Actually, he does a little bit more than
because he's tougher.
Mike Green.
He's honestly tougher. I would say he's like a mix of an Ian White who like to smash people.
Yeah.
But he's got skill as opposed to Ian White. Who
That's true. He does have skill.
So, I like that team. I think. What do you think they're going to finish in the Atlantic? I think they're going to win it. That's my prediction. Is it's Pittsburgh winning it. I know it's you guys are oh fuck, nice, go out on a ledge, Jay. But
well, I don't know. I like Philly. I know they lost their captain and they lost Jeff Carter, but who they got? I think I don't know about what's the other Shan's brother, Braden Shan.
He's slated to be the third line center.
He's gonna get his chance, so we're gonna get to see him. I'm excited about that. Simmons moved on over there. Yeah. I like him. I seen him playing as a junior.
But he's not even in the first two lines. You know what I mean?
No, but it's I don't know.
I really not even gonna look at the third or fourth line.
Their goalie that they signed, that's a legit goaltender.
Yeah, well,
for the first time.
Well, obviously they paid a lot for him. You know what I mean?
Right. That was the whole reason getting rid of.
But, I think, Carter
and Richards.
There's one thing where a lot of people are talking about Danny Briere. How is he going to do? He doesn't have Richards. He doesn't have Carter.
We're going to see.
He's going to have Hartnell. And he might have Claude Giroux on the other side.
Claude Giroux's a G.
Right? So
just because he's his number one fan. I see. Well, that's what they're Claude
Giroux might even be
that's
on the
what
first
they're counting
line.
on.
He might be on the first line with Van Riemsdyk. And Van Riemsdyk is a kid, and he's, basically...
Right? That's what they're counting on, right? Is their young talent to step up, right?
Yeah. Well, I think even the rest, I could see it going both ways. Those are definitely the best two teams. The New York Rangers, I don't know where they're scoring. They're going to have Gaborik back.
Yeah, but how long is he going to last?
Exactly. That's the real knock on him.
That guy's Mr. fucking Glass.
I don't think, I don't trust him to play an entire year. But you know what? We also have the knock on Malkin that we don't know. That guy never plays an entire year either.
Yeah, but Malkin fucking throws his body around. He's a little bit more physical. He's actually more defending himself than actually throwing a check. And sometimes it makes it look like it's a crazy check on his part. But it's more him because he's got the size.
I want to know where the Rangers were when Yager decided to come back to the NHL. I mean, it seemed like if he was going to come back, he should have came back to the Rangers.
When I first said that, my just cuz goes, "Oh, great big news! Where the fuck have you been? In a cave?"
Yeah.
When I said, "Hey, Yager's fucking back in the NHL," I seen it on the highlights.
Yeah, and now guess what? He's gonna be playing against the Rangers a lot. You know
What
I
do
mean?
you see him doing?
Yager?
Yeah.
He's on the third line. He's gonna be with your boy, Braden Shen. So,
Hey,
you know, old and young, teach him some ropes, and
we
who
did
knows?
a show about veterans tearing it up.
Well,
Maybe he,
you know, lots
maybe
of
he'll be
people
we'll
in
be
my
doing shows
fantasy
about
think
him.
Timo Solani's going to do well. You know, who knows? Who fucking knows how these guys' bodies are going to be? Obviously, they have the skill set. I mean, but I think the Rangers are probably going to be. Obviously, they're not going to. Let's not even bother talking about the Islanders because we know that they're going to finish last.
Yeah, they didn't
So,
do much. Not a lot. I don't know.
They're going to
about
finish last.
But
Come on, New Jersey's a lot better. I think New Jersey might even. They could squeak into the playoffs. Honestly, Kovalchuk looks pretty good right now. The guy's.
I don't know, buddy, man. I
You
don't know
got Zach
about that.
Parise back. You know what I mean?
Zach Parise's a G.
So you honestly have some scoring, and you know what, Brodeur?
But that's all they got. And Brodeur is losing his fucking. He's not the same Brodeur.
Look, last year
three years ago, when you can say, "Yeah, Brodeur's in net. Don't worry about it."
Okay,
he's
yeah.
got it.
I
He's
wouldn't
not
say
that
he's the
same
best.
guy.
He's not the best goalie in that division. Obviously, it's Lundqvist.
Yeah.
But I still think their offense is going to be probably a bit better than the Rangers. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Well, what about Tampa Bay?
You want to go down to the southeast? We'll talk about Tampa. Wow. Obviously, I think we both agree on Tampa Bay is going to be probably one of the top 3 teams. It's going to be, honestly, there's 4 teams.
I honestly think they're going to be the top dogs in the East.
Well, I think there's 4 teams, you know, Philly, Pittsburgh, Boston, and them. I don't think Washington...
Because we haven't talked about our boy Yale UFC's...
Well, I'll talk about that division after. But, like, you know, Tampa Bay, obviously they have 2 good lines. They got Ryan Malone, probably going to have a good year. They got Vinny, going to be coming up. That's a good second line when you got...
The big question
you know,
with
St.
them
Louis,
is the... Yeah, go on,
you know, your first line is St. Louis, St. Louis...
Stamkos,
and, like, there's some other guy who's pretty good on the right. But, you know what, their first line is going to be pretty good. Their second line is, you know, you got pretty good players on their second line. Their defense isn't that bad. Goaltender.
That's the big question. Is Rolison... If we're saying Brodeur, if I'm saying Brodeur is old...
I mean, that's probably the big difference between them and Washington is that Washington now has Vokoum. Washington now has a legitimate goaltender. You know, and... but the thing with Washington is, can they score goals? I mean, they have the offensive...
Oh, dude, that's not the fucking question. Is it...
What do you mean? Last year they barely averaged 2 goals a game. The Vancouver Canucks literally averaged 1 extra goal per game than Washington.
They got Ovechkin, they got Salmon.
They got all kinds of guys. You know what I mean? But the problem is, those guys were not scoring that much. They weren't putting up a lot of goals.
I don't know, Jay. I don't see them having any problems scoring this year, buddy. I don't, man.
Well, I think, you know what, those 2 teams, then you have, you know, Carolina. Carolina, basically, this is a rebuilding year for Carolina, right? So, that's pretty, I don't see, you know, they got Stahl, you know, they got Cam Ward. They don't really have a lot else. And then you're talking
what's the rookie that they got?
Jeff Skinner.
Skinner. Yeah, he's good. He's a fucking G. Okay, our producer is telling us we got to cut this short.
All right.
We'll continue our talk on.
We'll do one more. We'll do the Atlantic Division with the Leafs. We'll do it right now.
No, we have to cut it, buddy.
Yeah, we'll cut it and we'll do another show.
Yeah, all right. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And check out our website.
www.thesportshack.ca. Later.